Welcome back, everyone, to some easygoing, relaxing farming sim. Oh, I think tonight might be the big night. I think tonight is going to be the night we spend a massive fortune to buy some ground. And still highly considering. Oh, I can hear myself. There we go. Yeah, tonight's going to be the night I think we're going to spend a massive fortune and buy some more land. Simply put, just because we really do want Field 36 and we're not putting potatoes in it, so that's really what's going on here. I can't remember. I think we were doing fertilizing. Right, not that much actually. That one is nearly completed. And your window should move over soon. I was doing some updating on Streamlabs, so it should potentially switch over soon. Anytime now. It should switch over. There it goes. Okay. Well, we gotta figure out that latency. Whatever that might be. Yeah, so this field is finishing off. I think that is pretty much the only major contract other than this one. 46,000, that's not bad. We might actually have some cash to spend on this project. The other thing we are working on is somewhere here is a tractor. Or a truck in this case. Oops. Why can't I find the implement I'm looking for? That's the one I'm looking for. We're basically done chipping over here. We gotta move over to there. There's a few trees that should go into it. I found the one elusive stump apparently. I got hung up on the elusive stump. So if you guys missed it last time, we're cutting all these trees down. We're going to plant a row of poplar or something. Just right across the front here, just to segregate the field and it. Then we're going to build a roadway around, connect it all the way around. And then that little piece over there, basically from the corner over here, straight across will be fruit trees. And then it's going to be nice and simple. Just come up and around instead of doing this little piece and getting our big equipment jammed in there. But we're not going to do that, of course, until this is off. I know one thing that I am going to do is I think just my regular dump trailer will work. It's not a terrible amount, so we should be fine. I think. I mean, I am late tonight. I do apologize for that, but we got back late from doing the job that we were doing. And I'm exhausted. I will honestly say that I'm completely exhausted, and I don't know how long I'll stream tonight. Might not be very long at all. I don't know. But I'll try to do the stream of the big purchase at least, and then maybe cut off. So like I said, I am burnt out. I'm exhausted, and it's going to be early bed for me tonight. I'm honest about that one. I'm feeling it. I am definitely feeling it. I mean, trying to do like full-time work and everything else while having shingles is just nuts. Hey Polo, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, it's nuts. When you have shingles, it's more debilitating than one would think. I mean, it's your entire muscles and everything are just aching. Yep, I can dump the chips. But basically, it's kind of hard to explain. But the pain basically goes from on my right side, my bottom rib, all the way down to my ankle on my right side, and it is a burny, throbby pain thing. Oh, that's got actually a fair bit in there. Yeah, definitely not the best of shape right now. I'm actually surprised that I was able still to do. We were stripping actually tonight, or today in general. We were stripping off old cedar shake. It's not an easy job on an old building, and I'm actually quite surprised that I made it as long as I did. I'm feeling it now, though. Luckily enough, contractor that works for me, he did most of the work, I would say. And thankfully so, because there's no way that I could have done all that myself. Not in the shape that I'm in. Bad enough doing what I was doing, let alone everything else. I was basically up there making sure it was all out of his way so we could continue on. Everything else, and yeah, I was like, I'm burned out. And he doesn't, like he says, I'd rather go on the roof and do the stuff for you. He says, I really would. He says, because, any amount of work, any amount of money made is money made. And he says, like he goes, it's, to him, it's not an issue. I said, well, I kind of feel bad just sending you up and doing it instead of me helping you. And he goes, oh, well, not a problem. I mean, he's one of the good ones. Well, this was a bigger spruce tree. Oh, field 7 is finished. I need to go find him and stop him. Get this finished. Why do any more than we have to? Yeah, we ended up with only 21,000 down this month, and that's not bad considering we spent the 200,000 on the oil rig. That's not bad. Speaking of oil rig, that is the last contract there. How is the oil rig itself doing? Where is it? There it is. Big oil pump. 346, so it's actually doing pretty good. My clothes are down, but not bad. It's coming back now that we sold all that. Not much for silage because we've already hauled it the last time. That one's getting a little bit more full. We've almost got, well, we got 2,500. It's not really a terrible amount for our chicken, but I mean, it'll work. This got, for the first time in history, it's got 9,000 liters of oil. Like, I got way more oil than I ever did before, and at a way lower cost. So we're actually producing stuff and we're selling it. So, I mean, that is huge. Silage, we got 21,048. So that's going good. That'll give us some extra cash. Fabric, we're finally catching up a little bit again. Mixed rations, we haven't made a whole lot yet, but we will. I think we're actually not doing too bad. If we can finish off March, I would say if we could finish off March sort of with a bang and be positive instead of negative, I think that would be ideally one of the best situations. Again, I'm not sure if I can actually achieve that, but we're going to try. Well, we made a little bit on contracts at least. So, I mean, again, all things considered, that's not bad. So yeah, contracts, sold products is 60,000, which is more than what we had in February. That's huge. Harvest income's only 38. Biogas plant's only 14, so we're about 20,000 short at least. But contract back to 76. That's huge. Crap, I apologize for that. And it's not like I was terribly overworked, it's just, again, this pain in my side, and that is just brutal. And no, I'm not actually that old. This is my first stint of having shingles, and I mean, this is definitely brutal. Oh, don't wish this on anyone. And, you know, the sad truth is I never thought I was really stressed. I didn't think so. I thought, well, I deal with stress all the time, right? It's like, it's a normal occurrence. I didn't think it was affecting me in the way that it is. And realistically, it's hitting me pretty hard. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if it was just sort of one of those awkward pains that I get all the time, kind of like muscle pains, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, okay, that would be fine. The biggest issue is trying to sleep. Like, I know I'm exhausted today for being outside and whatnot, but I feel exhausted for a different reason too. I couldn't sleep last night. Every time I just kept waking up because I kept rolling over on my side, and it was like, ow, that really hurts. And again, it's kind of like the principle of how long is this supposed to last? I mean, normally when I get sick or something, I'm usually better within a few days, but well, it's been more than a week since I started coming down with this sort of feeling, and it's been about a week, and it is honestly horrible. Got some new liniment oil that I want to try, so I mean, I put a little bit on my calf, and it seemed to have eased. It didn't get rid of the pain, but it eased the pain. It doesn't feel quite as bad, if that makes any sense. I'm not aching as bad as I once was. I think my tractor shut off. Did too. Well, you know, it's a good tractor when she constantly shuts off on you. Alright, that should be the last of that, and then I just take the top and go. Oh, still too heavy. was a lot bigger piece than I was expecting it to actually be. Half of what we already had. Like I said, I'm actually going to grind these off and then reseed the patches again, so there's clearly a seam in this tree. A bigger tree than I thought. So it was 4,200. Oh, it was only 200. It wasn't that much. So like I said, we'll grind all this stuff up and we'll sell the chips, which I'm sure will be way more than 20,000. Was the last time we sold them too. And we did sell a pile of them. Can I actually hit my mark here? There we go. Goes another one. Should have lots of room in here to plant new trees. Just where I particularly want them this time. Object is too heavy. I make it to 9:30 tonight, I'll be doing good. No, don't fling it. We're over 6,000. I should be able to get the rest of this in one load, I think. Still too much. And away it goes. Ugh, 87. Yeah, I should be able to get in there. Oh, gotta stay awake. Gotta stay awake. Like I said, though, I think it's gonna be very much an early bed tonight. Preferably let go. There you go. You can see this being over 10,000 at least. I actually don't mind even the look of the pine trees. The biggest problem that I have is where all these ones were located were always in the way of the equipment. So we'll chip them all out of the way, get everything cleaned up, and then it's not so bad. There we go, I think we got it all. $12,000. Alright, transport mode, here we go. Alright. All the trees are cleaned up. We can finish doing what we need to do here. We can sell off a bunch of wood chips. I think it was, what was it? Was that Blumengart that we went to the last time? I think so. I think it was. Let's take a look. Ooh, 19,000. Another $2,000 there. Here. Where is it? Okay, it's here, right in front of me somewhere. It's right in front of me. There it is. Wood chips. Blumengart or Norse Market, $7.91. It doesn't seem like much, but it is a better price by almost $20 per thousand. Okay, of course that would be what would happen. Mm-hmm. And remembering, this close tractor is part of that planting of potatoes. So why wear out my equipment? I can wear out this one until we buy the land and it disappears. Which is coming soon. That's not even my potato thing. Yeah, I can fit through there. Oh, it's got a front PTO. Cool. So let's pick up the seeder here, and let's pick up the grinder on the front. And get it all done at the same time. There we go. Might be a bit weighty for this close, but should still be fine. Like I said, why wear out my equipment when I'm leasing this for that stupid mission anyways? Have it wear out and then don't worry about it. And we'll haul our pickup truck to Norse Market right away, since $7.91 is actually not a bad price. $791 per thousand. Doesn't take much to figure out we'll be making some cash there. Like I said, if I actually make it to 9:30 tonight with doing the stream, we'll be doing good. Because I'm definitely going to have an early night. Charge the rest of the batteries up. I'm not even going to work on the estimate. My brain's not in a place to work on an estimate tonight. I think it's best if I just lay down for a bit, have a good rest. Try my new liniment oil. It's gotta help. That stump's gone. I do like this grinder. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I just still stuck that one on the edge. Best way to get rid of stumps. That worked. Not seeing really any more other than I think it just drove over a chunk. Alright, tree stump's gone. That location, we'll just quickly do this one. Oh, there's the other stump. I knew there's more. Alright. Let's switch to the back end unit. I hit the wrong key, so. I call it a weeder, but it ain't really a weeder. It does actually plant grass. And all I need to do is plant grass. I am going to do a little bit of work for where the road goes, but I'm not real worried about it again. Alright, better haul this back, because when it goes boom and disappears, at least all my stuff will be back. Nothing worse than all my stuff disappearing. Oh, we got the stumps wood chipped. We got the grass replanted. We can start to think about a little bit of work around there. I don't think my animals right now need any attention. And for the most part, we're pretty good on them. Might get some more new ones pretty soon that we can haul. Chickens we're still good on. See if we get another 470 next time. Yeah, the farm's really changed. Like, as for the map, you don't get the big silo, you don't get any of this stuff, you don't get the businesses or anything. That's all part of the mods. Even my farmstead here within the trees, I don't get any of that. That was all me. In the end, it actually works out pretty good, though. It's been a lot of work to find out exactly what I wanted in the end. I'm still not really sure. Still just sort of playing it by ear, seeing what we can do. One of these things is a truck. There it is. Even my truck shut off. So we got just a little over 22,000 liters. So it won't be 20,000. I don't think. I think it'll probably be about 18,000 total, but still, that's a pretty decent payday for wood chips. I do apologize for burping too. I've had a lot of, I mean, I normally have acid reflux, but I mean, I've had more indigestion than ever before. I think it's all because of the stupid shingles. I'm not sure, but that's what I think anyways. That's what I feel. This definitely has hit me harder than I ever expected for any kind of illness that I've had previous. Alright, let's dump this and see what we got. Well, that's a fairly healthy payday. 17.5 basically. I said around 18. That was not a far off guess. Alright, we don't have to really do too much else around there at the moment. Oh, my patches that I seeded are growing. They're growing more than everything else is. Even that. But looks of things, like, you look at this, where I've mowed this, versus the new stuff. The new stuff's almost ready to go. Strange. I'll skip one more day of March. And we'll see where we sit. We had a couple things. Ding, ding, boom. We're 4,000. We're actually officially up. We are, and 66,000 for sold products. We're good. We've actually done quite well. Nothing for contracts. I didn't think there would be. Okay, we gotta move some TMR. Fabric, we're getting close to moving. Slurries, 77 and 16. There's 15,000 liters of that, and 65. We might actually be selling diesel fuel pretty soon. It's not a bad thing. The chickens, we have 4,800. We have one full pallet at the moment. It's still doing alright. 9,600 of milk, 1,600 of sugar. Just over on butter, so we could sell more butter, but I might leave it for next month. Clothes, we're basically at fabric. We're all over 1,000 on that, but I'll leave that again till next month. I'm not really worried about it. Animals. Animals are still looking pretty good. They're getting low, but we got some more TMR to haul. As soon as we haul the silage. We actually made a profit on March. We won't in April. We will not make any in April. Still 1.4. 1.4. Well, looks like we'll have about 250,000 down. But we're still, it's gonna be tough for a few months. It's gonna be expensive. But I think if we can average even maybe 40,000 up each month just on our products sold, we should be all right. Not to mention if we do a bunch of silage bales, we get rid of the silage bales. Or even regular bales, and then make silage. The biogas plant is pretty good. I don't really want to do too much on this one yet anyways. Just because the crop's here. Once the crop comes off, then that's when we do the major upgrades around the biogas plant and all that. Alright. TMR time. Well, you gotta go. Not quite as bad as the old Asian lady today in town. Apparently that made the headlines of Town Talk today. Driving the wrong way down the main street and head-on collision. A little bit difficult for the old police working there, considering she didn't have a driver's license, nor did she have insurance, nor did they really understand why she was here, because by the sounds of it, she also didn't have any paperwork saying that she was from around here. It's like, okay, how did she get here and why is she driving? Because that really is a major question to everything. It's like, okay, we get why you're here where you are, but why? I mean, that was talk of the town. Town talk, as it is. I'm going. Okay, you can see how all the other traffic is flowing. Why would you go in the opposite direction? To me, that makes no sense. Alright, we're gonna pick up one of these guys. Hop along here. Yeah, it's in there. And then we had the drug house. Still in town. It was in a standoff. Gun battle and standoff. I gotta say, I technically know of the house that they're referring to. Specifically because, not that long ago actually, they requested us to do an estimate for the area. And I had, well, you could probably say I had weird vibes. Just because the way the house looked made me think of a few things. They wanted new roof and new siding put on this place, and they were talking a lot about blackout windows and things like that. I'm going, I don't know, but blackout windows, yeah, I can get blackout curtains, yeah, that's something you can do. But there was two things that got to me, and it was kind of one of the jobs that I just walked away from. Specifically, the one major thing is I walked by the power meter, and the power meters don't usually spin that fast backwards. Like, I mean, all meters spin backwards. That's how they work, right? But there's no way that they should be spinning that quickly backwards. Like, there's major power consumption at that point. Looking at all the windows, all of them had tinfoil in the windows. I'm going, I don't know. I get a very weird vibe from this place. And I walked away and said, I don't think I'm even going to bother doing the estimate in this one. It's like, yeah, you know what? I agree with you. We're not going to do anything with this one. And then we find out it's a drug house. It's like, yeah, it makes sense now. But yeah, no, we're not going to. We never got involved with that one, and I'm happy that we didn't. Animals are still. That's better. Still nothing there. 6. Oh, I think we bite the bullet. Skip ahead. Everything that we're going to make, or not make, it's going to be next month anyways. And if we cover some of our expenses for next month, we know it's going to be expensive, so we might as well just bite the bullet and do it. And there is no other contracts, right? Nope. Alright, April we come. So we're going to do sorghum in the backfield where the potatoes were. And we're doing soybean in that big one. Loan payment $362. Well, that's pretty minor. Hey, look at all of this. We got weeding. 88,000. We're going to accept as much as these as we can. And actually, we're going to borrow like a son of a bitch right now. So we need at least 1.4. I'm going to go for 1.5 in my account at least. Well, 1.6. I'll have 1.6 in my account. We've had $1 million debt before. It's not an issue. And then, as soon as the contracts finish, that's when we pay off like a bugger. $1.5. Okay, 1.6. That should hold us over. Yeah, well, here we go. Field 98. Buy. 1.42. Yep. So officially ours. We spent 1.42 million on that. Yeah. That's a pretty hefty moment. But we should have that one contract missing, so we will hike that one as well. We will do our fields, but I think it's actually more important to quickly do the other ones. Let's get that going up. What we got here? We've got any of them that are blinking. Maybe not blinking, apparently. 8, 15, and 18. Oh, 8, 15, and 18. Okay, let's do 8 first. What is... We better find out first what's 8. 8 is sorghum. It's right here. I can still buy seed, but I got seed in here. Yeah, maybe if we do these contracts, I can afford to put my own crops in. Potentially, anyways. But we did it. We spent the money. We spent the money. You spent the money if you want to. We did not leave much behind. It is a big move in this game. A very big move. It's almost like buying a new combine. Go that much in debt just to buy the combine. I think it should pay off though. Oh, there's field 8. We'll get the helper to do it again. I'm just doing it that way. They buy the seed that they use. With this unit, it ain't gonna take long to seed. Go for it, little one. Oh, the bar is on there. I can see the bar. It's growing. Sorghum and corn. Crap, I did the corn one. I don't even have a corn seeder. Well, we'll figure it out. 1%, we're good. Same procedure. Oops. Potentially there. I'll go whizzing past it this time. Still gotta do my normal chores, but at least we're seeding. We're potentially making money. Things are starting to grow again. That's good. That is actually quite good. We're progressing. Although at the current stage of debt, the one thing about having 1.6 million in debt is I don't know if this stuff can generally pay for the cost of the loan. That's the one major problem. Let's see what beer prices are. Close are 5.10 and basically run out of material. 85, we got 1 and 1, so we can sell some stuff there. Still got lots of stuff there. Chicken, we're sitting at 73. Diesel field, we have 20,000 down here. And 74, so we're building up a lot of diesel. You know what? I might sell this much diesel and then haul again. Silage, 18,000, so we're making pretty good on that. Fabric, we have 1,100, 1,200 we can haul. I'm actually going to spawn both of them for Bob's Needles. Total mixed ration. I should haul some more total mixed ration. For our cows. So, but there is quite a few things that we can do while they're seeding. They'll do the first 2 fields with sorghum, and then I don't even think I have a planter, do I? Do I have something that can do corn? I don't even care if it's really small. We can set somebody up to do it. Actually, it would be better if it is small, because then we don't need the big tractor. Holy crap. Look how tall this frickin' field has gotten. This barley field's almost ready to be taken off, crying out loud. Man, that barley field is looking good. Actually, I'm pretty sure most of my fields are starting to actually look pretty good. That could be sprayed with fertilizer anytime now. Dark green, dark green. Well, actually, another month and a half we'll be harvesting barley. Canola is a month after that. I mean, barley's not that far away. And actually, my barley fields I could plant canola into next. That'd be kind of nice. Yeah, so we can make all that work. Alright. Some more TMR for you moo-moos. Alright, that's good to go. Wonder how our cedar guy's doing. But you know how big that unit is? Those big fields? It won't take long. It really won't. And as soon as we get one big contract done, we go on another one. Depending on what our expenses are. So that one started at 196. Depending on what the costs are for the fertilizer and the seed, we could potentially be looking at it pretty soon. Hey, that grass is pretty much... That one almost looks ready to go. Yeah, that one almost basically looks ready to be cut and harvested. Well, we've got tons of honey here too that we can get rid of. I've got nearly a stack and a half of eggs. How is everything? How is our animals? They're doing pretty good. I have another 120 chickens. That's insane. We're getting a lot of chickens. Puberty a long way off. Reproduction, they're doing lots. Reproduction, just had reproduction. They're a long ways off from their reproduction. They're getting close again. Oh, that weeder one disappeared. We got 3 going on. Field 6, hey? Hey. What the balls? You've been down here the whole time trying to turn around. Did you just waste a ton of money trying to turn? Probably, I kind of think so. You didn't do a very good job of frickin' seating. Like, look how wavy this thing is. I think my helper kind of sucks. Doing a much better job being straight this time, but first time? Holy crap, it was all over the map. Like, I'm definitely not made of money right now, so like, quit wasting time. Don't know how big tractors work? Is that the problem? I don't know. Like, you should have been already to that tree line by now. I don't freaking get it. I think my other trailer is over here as well. Yep, it is. Okay. We'll also have to figure out. We should actually think about pricing on the other stuff. Look at that, instantly 10%. All you had to do is go up and down the field once or twice. First thing, we gotta go down and pick up the bolts. We should check out the pricing for the butter and cheese. Well, I don't want to actually drive into the facility. Oh, I bet I know why. Full type only. I want everything. Give me everything. I want it all. Yep, that was the reason. Go off to the next spot, see if we need to pick up any cheeses and stuff. We also need to get rid of more eggs and honey. I want to make sure, now that I know this guy was having issues. Oh, turned around, no problem this time. I know it's a big complicated machine, but seriously. Should be done by now. Okay, so let's take a look. We want to know about milk and butter and cheese. Butter's down right now. I wouldn't really sell it. Well, even cheese, it's going down right now. It's not worth it. Um, clothes are going up in price, so I mean we got to get this off to the clothes. Honey, honey's up. Honey is up. North Market's best price though, 1988. That's kind of a terrible price. It's normally around 17. Even the cheese is a bit more than that usually. Okay. So honey we'll get rid of. And the Norse Market is where we're going with the honey. Egg market stall. Wait a minute. Yep. Market stall is it. Why are you always off? Where are you driving to? You are the worst frickin' driver I think I've ever seen. You're progressively getting more and more crooked. You know what? Fuck it, you're fired. I'll never be able to finish the frickin' contract the way that clown was doing it. So we'll pick up the honey, and we'll pick up the eggs. Like, this is a huge span that he missed. Kinda almost don't tolerate how terrible that is. Like, how do you get so frickin' crooked on it? I don't get it. All you have to do is drive straight. That's it. That's all you have to do. It was fine for this, then all of a sudden he started tracking off again, and then you can tell his tracking, he's going further off in that direction. I don't get how the hell he got off so crooked. Because the sad truth is, I'm actually tracking pretty freaking straight here. And look at how much difference in path width going. And even me, I'm ended up being a little bit crooked, but can't be that freaking complicated. Going crooked again. Not that far to go, so hopefully. Okay, so we're not doing anything with them. That price is horrible. Actually kind of hoping sooner than later I can actually do some hay harvesting too. I mean, there's some pretty decent pay in it. Gonna have to start mowing this stuff down pretty soon too. there isn't a terrible amount of wool here, but I think I'm gonna haul it back to the spinnery anyways. Go to Bob's first, and we'll go back to the spinnery, get rid of that, and then we'll head to the egg stall and then Norse Market. I'm sure hoping Lord of Incompetence can actually do his job correctly this time. I don't know how we got so freaking off in the first place. There you go, Bob. He's got a whole pile of fabric now to work with. So I'm going to burn back down over here, get back to the spinnery, and get rid of the eggs. And then the 1.5 tons of friggin' honey. I don't know how much this is actually going to make me, but any amount will be good. There we go, spinnery. Spin away. Alright, I'm hoping to make about 4,000. At least. $48. Okay, that's not bad. This will get me about 1,500. Wow, almost 3. I was off by that much, huh? Alright, well, cool. I mean, that's not bad. Holy crap, you're fired. Get the fuck out of my tractor. How did you start and do that? Fucking incompetent prick. Like, even if you turn hard, this isn't a hard piece of equipment to move. Like, these seeders aren't that difficult to manage. They're actually pretty simple. No different than real life. I honestly never had a problem in real life with these, although I prefer harvesting rather than seeding, but alright. Maybe it's the ditch causing issues. I could see a ditch causing issues with it. See if they're any better. Alright, Farmer Joe, are you any better? And I hope so. I see. Why is Kick having issues? Kick never has issues. Kick having issues. Alright, that's working better now. As long as it stays working. Alright, so the other big thing is contracts, what contracts are. He hasn't sold any of it yet. I don't know what I'll get for Teaslefield, but right now we're 1.428 down. So we're only actually 4,000 down from what we normally are, or what our purchase was, and that's probably due to the fertilizer and seed cost. Okay, so we're about there. And we're only 20%, 26%. $14,000, we're still good on it for a little bit. Cut chicken. We could do one pallet if we had to. Beer pricing. We have 1,000 or more on everything with beer. Can we do? We can get rid of. Actually, I'd say dump all of it. Let's dump it all and let's sell it all. As much as we can. Full pallets. Oops. That's where I want. Because it's all actually not that badly priced. So first of all, we can only spawn 4. So that's all the pad will allow. I want to disable the auto bail, you stupid thing. I want to pick up all the shit. Okay. 216 or 427. Oh, 216. Alright, there's a full truckload so far. And this we can spawn another 4. I'll have to keep track of all of the beer. So far that's 43. Like I said, we gotta keep track of it now. Okay. Spawn one more of them. And then 3 of these. Since I can only haul 8 at a time. So we're at 4,300. See what this equates to as well. So that's 89. 8,900 so far. Okay, we can spawn 2 more of the honey beer. So 89. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Oh, we almost lofted it. Lofted? We almost lofted it. Lawful. Alright, so 89 plus. $36. So 8 and 3. Well, that's 5. So that'd be 95. 12,500. So we made 12,500 on it. So I think we can effectively repay 10. That gets us to 1.675. Oh, that's still expensive. That is still brutally expensive. They're doing better, but they're still all over the map. Like, I don't get... You see how I did it? I don't get how this is a thing. I don't know why I turned the light on there, but I turned the light on. Is this a planter? I think it is a planter, isn't it? Amazon 4500 Super P. Let's take a look. Planters. It is a planter and it can do corn. We won't use that one. What the fuck? What the hell's this bullshit? How hard is it to fucking seed a field? Where's my other tractor? I'm gonna get the stupid planter and plant corn in the other one. And then I'm gonna do the rest of the seeding. Because apparently they're too incompetent to figure out how big seeders work. They don't understand how the big ones work. Like, how hard is it to drive in a straight line, for fuck's sakes? Looks like he's trying to turn around half the time. No, you don't turn around, you go straight. That's all your job is. Then since we're done with moving around everything, like, we did make $12,000 in beer. That's not bad. And we made a fair bit in the other stuff too, so I can't complain. I know I had a planter. Not very big, but I mean, these guys gotta be better at this than what they're doing with the other seeder. I don't think I'm wrong in firing them. Oh crap, look how that one's growing already. Alright, that's made for cotton. Now we're going with corn. Oh wow, that's full of frickin' weeds. My own shit is in derelict position. I may have to send a truck out with seed and fertilizer. If I do, I do. Which one is the one for corn? Field 18. Then I have all my fields to seed and everything else. Okay, so which field should I plant in field 36? Which one would make more? Sorghum is average 800 or soybean. Soybean it is. That was an easy discussion and figuring. And we'll plant soybean in 36. Sorghum and the one next to it. Both are still a decent size. Yeah, well, we made it through winter without any. We made it through winter without any too much major expenses. Like, we still made money. Now all of a sudden, 1.4 billion in the hole. But we already started paying stuff off, so I mean, it can't be all that bad. And this one, field 18, 88,000. $88,000 to plant corn. Even if all I make is 40,000 out of it, it's still worth it. I still can't believe how badly this guy fucked up. Like, look at how bad the lines are. Yeah, this little planter, he's going to be out here forever. I'll have both of these fields done before he's even here. Yep, he might be maybe here. One. Many miles down an open road. Alright, down country road we go. The last stage towards 18. Because, yeah, the contract, 88,353 for corn. This one's 83 and this one's 73. 31%. And I feel bad for her because all the drivers I've had so far are complete incompetent idiots. I can't believe how bad the AI is for that. Basically back to Lawrence of incompetence. Alright. I'd say start here and go. Off with corn you go. Well, that's not a bad line. He's doing 16, so I mean, other than the fact that it's not a very big unit, it's not actually bad. Alright. Like I said, if I have to bring a frickin' truck out here with seed and fertilizer separate, don't care. Like, look at how badly off. I can't do it. I gotta start at the backside again. Don't get it. Don't understand. I'll finish my round and then I'll figure out what the hell I want to do with the rest of that. That is so badly seated. Like, this shouldn't take any time at all to seed this with this unit. There we go. Piece of cake. And again, I'm moving at 18 kilometers an hour. I'm not slowly going at this. I am moving like you wouldn't believe. 33% already. You're looking. Zip. Then I gotta go down again, back up, back, clean that up, probably come down this line, finish up whatever I can. Like I said, it's not that difficult. Yeah, okay, I'm burning up some of my seed, but whoop-de-doo. Like I said, if I average 100,000, if I average 40,000 profit on each, I'd be doing good. So I mean, even if I only average 30,000 30,000. That's $90,000 in profit between three of them. That's not bad. Oh, missed my mark. When I miss my mark, I just pull out and then turn. Just way easier. Still, again, though, I'm not seeming having any major issues with it. You can actually go fairly straight with it. Boom. 38% now. Look at that. There's a tiny little line there. Actually, he's moving quicker than I thought he was going to, too. Maybe it's the articulated tractor it was having problems with. I don't know. %. Like, it's not really difficult. But apparently AI, no. No, sir, we cannot do that. That is too confusing for our little brains to comprehend. So no, we cannot do that. I know I'm driving around in somebody else's field at the moment, but it still works out better like this. Still made that round. Still made the round. As I stay on that one line, I should be not bad. This field will be 50% in no time. What the balls is going on with that guy? He missed a pretty good line in the middle. What's wrong with my AI? Appear to be broken. Completely broken. Contract wise, he's 2%. Yep, almost 50% here. See if I can't overlap that enough that I catch that other piece. Pretty close. Could go away with most of it. So for the frickin' wobble. Quit wobbling me over. This field is so frickin' rough, it's just pushing the tractor around too. That might be most of the issues with the other guy. Alright, one more round. Surprised it didn't tell me I'm 50% done. Because I am. Probably 60% or more by the time I get around the outside edge. There it is. It's 50%. Though I know it's more than that now. Really? Fucking tree. And of course, the cart is not conducive. The cart will not turn with it. Don't unfold all the way, you stupid thing. Just need it enough that I can get past the tree. Alright, we're definitely... Oh! We got some baling and some weeding again. We got some fertilizing, we got some weeding and baling just starting. That's good. That's a positive. Any more contracts is a good thing, and even the baling, most of the baling I'll actually do this year. Just because we'll need the cash. And the added silage doesn't hurt either. Holy crap, was this out? I know in some regards it's kind of a waste of seed, but in others, look at how badly out of whack it is. That's rather embarrassing. And my frickin' mouse is dying. Like, I love Asus mouses and whatnot, but every time I switch to a higher DPI, it switches it all the way back. It just goes, no, you're keeping with this one. And it pisses me off because I can't switch it to any higher DPI. It just goes, nope, it's going back. But I don't want this one. I keep telling you I don't want this one. Quit switching me to this one, because now we gotta, like, you can hear me hopping around to try to get turned. Alright, I'm gonna finish off this backside now that we get that fixed. We can go to town seeding this. Yeah, wages in the one. Hey, we had a massive boost in. Yeah, we did. Sold products 32,000. Oh, I bet I know what it was. I bet it was the diesel fuel. Yep. 000. I bet it was the diesel fuel. Yeah, we made an extra 20 grand right there. Because sold products 32. Biogas is only 6 and harvest is only 29. So yeah, we made another 20 grand of selling stuff. So let's repay back another 10. Actually, I'm noticing the cart and the seeder are actually walking sideways. But I'm thinking we should be, contract-wise, we should be getting close to, yep, there we are, 60%. We'll actually bring this thing, because I have more than enough seed to finish this field. We'll haul this back, we'll touch up the seed. So we'll fill it up entirely. We'll repair it and the tractor and everything, and then we'll send it out and we'll get field 15 done, which is over here. I don't know, you just missed that strip, but seems to be doing the other ones pretty good. And then we'll send it back out. I actually made it 10 o'clock, which surprised the hell out of me. I'm still exhausted, but I'm not as exhausted as I once was. There we go. There's 60%. Come on, even out, even out. There we are. I mean, this is a good contract. I think this is the smallest contract out of both of them, or all three of them. It is 72,000. So yeah, we're moving right along. Because I started a little bit later too, I'll go a little bit longer if I can. Just for you guys. That and I really would like to get maybe this field at least seeded. payment of 72,000 on here, I'll pay off maybe 30,000 right up front. The more we can get down on our expenses, the better. We're already almost to the point where we're under 1.4. And we're just starting April, so... I mean, we still have expenses of seeding our stuff. But... by the looks of things, as the contracts are coming in now, that'll be alright. Like, I mean, 48 and 55... that's only about, well, $6,000 there. Fertilizing and weeding, that's 12,000. As long as we can keep a tractor busy while we're doing our stuff, like that's $18,000 extra. 48 and 55. Where's 48 and 55? Probably down here. Yep, 48, 55. That keeps a couple of guys busy. Either swathing or whatnot, and then I can do the baling, whatever. Fertilizing and weeding, that takes a piece of equipment. But again, keeps somebody busy, and it keeps money flowing. Remember, it's a numbers game, and we have most of that equipment, so we can do a fair bit with it. I mean, we're not going to make or break the bank in April. We're definitely not going to make up the 1.4 million. Not unless somebody decides, okay, we're doing field, the hell is it, 32 in all silage bales? Okay, maybe then we might, but I don't know, the likelihood of it, pretty slim. Yep, that's coming pretty good. I bet we're actually getting close to the 70% now on this one. Oh, exactly. So that's my plan tonight, is at least get this field done. Get a portion of it paid off. I might hold off on paying for it just yet. And I say that because I think it's probably more important to get the seed and fertilizer with especially. There's an X in especially. Especially if we decide to buy seed and fertilizer. That'll come right out of that. And then we just pay the rest. Pay the rest on the loan. Still a very big seeder unit. We're covering a lot of ground very quickly. Covering a lot of ground quickly and doing a fairly decent job of it. 73% already. I want to see what this other guy's doing. Not bad. He's actually doing pretty good. Yeah, we'll be harvesting in no time. I'm intrigued to know if we're going to get more contracts pop up. Field 108, weeding. Yep, we can do that. Fertilizing. Yep. We gotta weed and fertilize our own stuff as well. Which we should have time to do in April. Send the harrows out to mine, eat them. It's unfortunate that we didn't get a free field out of field 36. We still have to, in the end, seed it anyways. But I wasn't going to do potatoes. I couldn't do potatoes again. And if you'd want to know the history behind the potato dilemma or whatnot, rewatch the Farming Sim series and you'll know why. Actually, you should in general just rewatch it, just because there's a lot of good content. You get to see the before and afters essentially of the farm, and there is quite a serious difference. So go check that out on my YouTube side under the playlist Farming Sim and binge watch it, because it is actually quite amazing the difference between then and now. What we started with to what we have now. It is a night and day difference. Couldn't quite do it in one more pass. I mean, I'm close, but not quite. Well, I could come down and sneak across and go the other way too. That I could do. That's actually something I might do. Almost 80%. Almost 10% on this one. Actually, I could finish off this one. And is the fertilizing? The fertilizing one is 5,500. That is actually not bad. I could take the tractor with the forks, and I could go out and do the fertilizing with the sprayer on that one. I forgot to look to see what field that was. What field are you? Field 44. Oh, you're over by me. Man, that's a piece of cake. Yeah, the tractor with the forks can quickly do that job. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. Bop by the Magic Man. That one is a piece of cake. And yes, tomorrow night we're going to try to do some more Space Engineers. At some point, I want to be not such a blithering idiot and want to be able to build a Viking ship. I do have a few ideas of how I want to do it. Some massive thrusters in the butt end, but we also want to do thrusters on both sides, probably on, like, basically on the keel, and underneath a bit too. I have a few ideas what I want to play with them. Actually, quite a few ideas that I want to play with. But it's not like, when I say I want to build a Viking ship, I don't want to build something that's like a rowboat size. This thing will be like 4 or 5 times the size of the red ships, so, you know. So we definitely want decent size on it. I even have kind of a rough idea of what I want it to look like, so I'm also trying to push myself to stay up later, because I know if I go to bed now, I will be up by 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I'll stay on with you guys a bit longer, just because I don't want to get up at 3. I do want to have a shower tonight, though. Doing the work that we did, it's dirty. And no, we're not working on an old house. We're actually taking apart a very old sheep barn. Sheep and hog barn. And we're recycling it, basically. All the cedar shakes we managed to take off and quickly and easily. And we're going to mulch them and make cedar mulch out of it. Which, of course, people don't realize, but you really shouldn't put cedar in the ground because it has a lot of tannins and things don't grow. But it works really well if you put the stuff up and around like your trees and stuff, because it prevents weeds from growing. It doesn't prevent the tree from growing, it prevents the weeds from growing. So that works actually quite well. So we're going to recycle all the cedar shakes to make mulch for the guy that we're doing this for. And then we're going to recycle, all the trusses are in good shape. They're a true form. We call it rough cut nowadays, but true form wood. So it's 2x6 fir. We're going to reuse all of that lumber as much as possible to rebuild another one of his buildings. And there's a lot of shiplap and everything else that's on that building that is worth something, so we're trying to salvage as much as we possibly can out of the old building. And we actually found some pretty neat keepsakes on the backside of a couple shingles that we actually were able to keep. Was printed information on when, like the actual information for the shakes, like the manufacturer and when they were made and things like that, and it's like, holy crap, right? We roughly know they built the building, we believe anyways, in about 1932. And I say that because that's how old the cedar shakes were. It has a manufacturing stamp. Like, what are the old manufacturing stamps? It's not like nowadays where it's all laser put in and everything else. This is actually what they used to have was a rubber stamp or machined wood stamp that you'd dab in ink and then dab on the piece. That kind. So it has the manufacturer's name. It has where it was made, which was Vancouver, BC. What it is, which red cedar. And of course, not only that, but it also, like, besides the name and that, it had their slogan and the manufactured year. So it's like, hey, this is pretty friggin' cool, right? And we didn't find one of them. We found 3 of them. And we're looking at this going, hey, this is freaking awesome. We're over 80%, right? That guy's moving along pretty good. Oh yeah, we're over 80. We are over 80%, I would say. We are probably over 80%. Oh yeah, we're 88. I might not even have to seed that piece. You know, if this was my field, I would clean up all that middle piece and I'd put the shelter belt on the outside edge by the road. I'm going to go straight down and I'm going to do one more strip over. Because I may not have to seed that. So it's kind of cool. We're salvaging an old barn. You have many mementos and keepsakes. But overall, to be able to reuse some of it for fixing up another old building, that's huge. It really is. It cuts down cost dramatically and it keeps it authentic. %. There we go. So if I come back up that way, we should basically finish this one. 91. See, it didn't take us anywhere near as much time doing it ourselves as it was doing it the other way. I mentioned cost-wise, it's down. Not to mention I was able to stay awake. Stay awake, stay awake. Oh, that's a new bottle. When did you get graced by my feet? I mean, that's good. That's a good 2. So, I mean... Oh! I put that liniment on my fucking shoulder too, apparently. Oh! Oh, man, I tell you. I've never felt... Like, I've felt pain in my life. I really have. Muscle, bone pain, everything else. But honestly, if you've ever had shingles, I will tell you, it's something completely different. It's really hard to describe. But it does some torturous things to your body. And I'm definitely feeling it. Oh. I think we're actually, yep, 95. About 96%. It's probably the span that we're doing. What do you mean I'm not done? I mean, as soon as we are done, it's like I'm lifting this drill out of the ground and it's done, man. I'm basically using my tires from the other line to basically give me the line that I need for the one that I'm doing. At least if there's a little crossover like that, it's not bad. It gives me a fair ways over. Man, there was $6,000 that just disappeared. Is that loan payment? Fertilizer costs, whatnot, production, sold animals, construction, land purchase, vehicle renting cost, vehicle leasing costs, $17,000. I bet that was most of it. Loan, nothing has been paid yet. I'm willing to bet that entirety of that was leasing cost. Probably more so for the cedar. I mean, this is an expensive cedar. %, huh? One of these days I'll be able to afford to buy it. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, we're close. 99, yeah, we're close. We're done. Gonna go down the road. Completed. 72.9. Okay, that one we're gonna accept. Field 44. There we go. That's field 8 done. We can drive this bitch home and repair it for one. Fuel up the tractor, and then we're going to fill up the seeder. Definitely fill up the seeder, and then we're also going to fill up the the fertilizer and seed. Then we'll burn off to the other one. But in the meantime, I'm going to drive back the tractor with the forks, hook up to the sprayer, go out to field 44 and have him go at it while we're trying to figure this out. So I mean, that wasn't bad. That definitely put a ding in the cost of that. 72.9 for that. Poof. Decent contract. So what is field 18 is 12%. You know, that's not actually bad. That little tractor with that tiny little seeder is not doing a bad job there. I figured it would be about here before I'd get up to do 15. That's not that far off, is it? Yeah, we're progressing quite nicely. Yeah, okay. We did spend 1.4. Well, we have 1.6 million in debt. It's a fair chunk change. Okay, but you know, grand scheme thing, 1.6 million in debt. Whoop-de-doo. After most of those, we probably have about, like I say, maybe around $100,000. Essentially profit, so that could go against everything else, so it could drop the loan down to 1.5. In April I expect it to drop to about $1 million. I think we can make roughly about 300,000-400,000 and pay it down. Like I said, I'm not gonna dip into that quite yet to pay, not until I buy the seed. Well, that guy just had his vehicle sheared open. That guy too. Oh, it was close, but not quite that bad. Alright, back to the middle of the road. Most of the time when we're hauling stuff like this, we have a pilot truck or something and a few behind us, and we make everyone else pull off the road, because these things, they don't do ditches well. And we actually, oddly enough, get a lot of people like that come right up beside like, fuck it, get out of my way. No, you do not have priority. Farm equipment driving down the road does. You want food on your table? You allow a farmer to do his job. sometimes that requires you to move off the middle of the road. Because this thing, it's past the shoulders on either side, technically. Going over on the hard shoulder like that, like hell do you ever want your cart on the shoulder? Ever. Yeah, someone asked me actually not long ago, going, what happens when a seeding convoy goes down the road and meets another seeding convoy? Or has that ever happened? Has it ever happened? No. Not that I'm aware around our area. Two big units have never, that I know of, have never met. And why is that, you say? Is because all the farmers actually talk to each other on a regular basis. And if they're running, it's like, hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm running down this route, doing this, at this time. Is that all clear with you guys? Yep, not a problem. We're moving at such and such a time. Okay, cool. Not a problem. 17,000 for the tractor. 1,500 for the seeder. 1,300 for the cart. It was mostly the tractor. 18,000 in vehicle running cost. Yeah, actually the sad truth is I see it. I'm going around the shop like this because I need to also fuel up. And a lot of times dragging it is a lot easier than making the turn. So we need seed in the back part and some fertilizer. Alright, that's enough fuel to keep it going for a while. So we can get past that. Yep. Okay, I'm going to disconnect the pup and I'll just use the truck. I forgot to look. No, can't see it from here either. Alright, we're going with seed first. Which one is which? I think this little guy is a seed. Yep. Don't know how much I have in there. 9,600. Hate to say it, but now would be the time to move that thing. Seed is expensive. Basically full. Hey, I had enough. All right, let's do that. Let's move the seed. Another 11,000. Sell Karma 16 for 7,700. Yep. Okay, silos. Seeing it in there. Karma 16. There we go. That's where she is going to go from now on. Still 2,700. I know we sold it for 7 and we planted against 16. But having it next to here makes a lot more sense. Okay, we only have like 2,700. 24,000. 2 liters. 10 liters. 100 liters for 98. Whoop-de-doo. Let's go 10,000 for 10. We're in seeding process right now, so we're going to use the seed. We knew we were going to have the expense. The other one's actually over here, and this one is fine here. I can't see myself needing to move it. I don't know how much I have. Swather's kind of parked in the most inopportune place. Well, that's filling up. We'll move this to the next one. Which is the fertilizer. $73. We might have to buy 10,000 liters of that one too. This is the best truck I've ever had in the game to do this stuff. It's the only truck that you can back in and actually load these things. Most of the time. There we go. Just in the right location for it. $395 liters left. That took a lot. Oh yeah, we're going to grab the fertilizer one, weren't we? Okay, that'll go blip. $59,000 liters for 104. Or 17,000. Yep, fertilizer expensive. Yes, we need you. We need you to go back to the other one. Grab the sprayer and then do field 44. It's a good thing I have this much equipment. I mean, this is not a bad tractor either. It's not the greatest on the planet to be doing this, but by no means am I selling it this tractor yet. I could probably use a skid steer for doing most of the farm stuff around there. But it's nice having a PTO for like some of the augers and things like that. And I mean, having a tractor with forks on it or tractor with front end loader It's just so usable, so versatile. I love it. So I can't say I'll ever. I may upgrade to a different tractor with a loader, but I can't say I'll ever get rid of one with it. Mind you, this one's been good to me, so I don't know if I would ever trade up really with it. It's good enough. Even my other tractor, the one that's currently with the corn seeder, it works just fine. Why do I need to change it? The reason why I got the big dually one is because I needed a bigger tractor. Doesn't mean I'll ever frickin' get rid of it. That one I did buy. The seeder I need to buy. The sprayer I think I did buy, didn't I? Did I actually buy this one? Owned items, sprayers. Yep. I own the disc harrow. I own the planter. I own the 708010, which is the one with the loader. I own both of these. 9620. I actually do have a 9620. Plows I own. Shit, I actually own a corn header. Alright. I own weeders. I do own a bit of equipment, but not as much as I should. That would definitely cut down a lot of leasing costs and stuff like that. Especially the X9 combine and the headers and stuff like that. That would definitely cut down the cost. But owning that frickin' $800,000 cotton baler would dramatically cut cost. I don't even need to be on the highway. I can be over here. Considering field 44 is just over here. But I'll get that ready to go. Should be over onto the highway. Nope. Field 46, we actually fertilized. Field 45, we did not. Field 44. There we go. Have fun. Yeah, that little patch of grass I could swath when I have time. I could swath that and bale it. I could just do silage bales out of those. I think I have a fair pile of just general bales kicking around anyways for my sheep. So I don't think we have to worry too much about that. He's 10%. Oh, no. No, he isn't. He's more than 10%. Okay. These carts are good to go. He's ready to go out sorghum planting again. Now to tee off 1 million people by me driving down the middle of the frickin' road again. Would imagine that tractor is more than 10%. I know I'm trying to maximize everything. Screw it, I'll cut across. And the only good reason I can say that I am trying to do as much as possible is just so I can cut down my cost before even after day one with the loan payment coming out, because it's going to be severe. I know my cost with this went right back up. Not as bad. My vehicle running costs and leasing costs were $37,000 so far. But seed cost and fertilizer cost is up there, along with miscellaneous, I believe. Or miscellaneous might be. Drove through that guy's front yard with the tractor. Nothing too major there. I really don't like getting any too much lower than 190,000. So technically, the seed that I bought was just entirely for 18. So I bought $28,000 worth of seed and fertilizer. So that would be this one. Yeah, so we should still have about 55,000 profit. That's what it might be. Might be a wash either way. That one we're going to make some cash on. I know it's only $5,000, but cost for fertilizer spray isn't that much. Not for that field. And yes, the fertilizer cart is going to go back with the tractor to the other farm, because he might as well, since he's done the fertilizer for that one, he might as well go and do the fertilizing for my own field, which is the one that we planted down below, the oat field. Technically, I could still plant oats. Oats are still a cash crop. More than sorghum. In theory, I could actually plant oats in 35 as well. Actually, that wouldn't be that might not actually be a bad idea in general. Bear with me on this one, because we still have time to plant oats. Oats are still a in thing. I say that because we can still get the straw for the oat. Which again isn't a bad idea, because we can get the straw. We can build up straw. We're not selling it. All the barley fields, everything else, we're stockpiling it because I need it for the cattle. Just plain and simple, we need it for cattle. So I would even be willing to build another hay barn next to the other hay barn just specifically for straw. You know, that little bugger has actually done pretty good. I mean, this is a huge field, but that's not bad. Now I'm actually going to drive across into the nut part here. Yeah, you know what? Instead of doing sorghum, we could do oats. And I mean, yeah, okay, I do have some oats left, the 38,000. But anything over basically $1,000 we would be making on it per 1,000. Really, I can't cross that field. I can't cross that field. Okay, cross it here? No, of course not, because there's a weird barrier across there. Oh, crap. Where is he? Higher. Well done, you've got her done. You completed it, so there you go. Look at that. There's even the road right here that you can cut straight across. That way you can go straight to our field with no issues. Hey, AB Din 2. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. So yeah. Thinking about it and doing everything. I'm thinking more along the lines of maybe doing oats, because then we can do the fucking stop signs. Who puts stop sign that close to the frickin' road? You don't even put stop signs that close to the road here, because all farm equipment takes them out. Anyways, besides my rant there, if we plant oats, we can do straw for the oats and the barley, and we can stockpile it. It's not a bad deal. Gonna need it down here anyways. I got a weed down here at some point too, but I mean, if we at least fertilize a bit. If I at least fertilize this and get it all cleaned up and done, and then my own field actually does pretty good. Yeah, the more I think about it, like, we're good on sorghum. We have 100,000 in sorghum. So the chickens have a fair bit of food. And they will eat barley or anything else too. It's not, sorghum is not a definite thing. It's not something that they absolutely have to have. No field found. Really? There's a field here. Or is that part actually? That part might have actually been done. Alright. Alright, let's. This little bugger's doing a pretty good job. What the balls happened here? How did everything get flipped? Tractor upright first. Like, everything is upside down. I don't get it. I come back and everything's upside down. Okay, I moved it. Actually, it looks like it's leaning more to this side, so maybe I should hit it on this side. It's like it's frickin' moving. Wow, field 18 is 20% done. And it's half rolled over. Like, it's half trying to right itself. Well, that is not helping. And it hits that stupid wall. And the worst part is, and this is the reason why I'm trying to fight with it right now, is if I reset it, you lose all the seed and all the fertilizer out of it. So it's not something we're going to try to do. I don't know if I can hit that part, but I'm going to try it. think it's behind the stupid whatchamacallit. Yeah, complete dead stops me. I can't touch it. I can't do anything because it's stuck in this stupid whatever the hell is in this map. It's like there's trees here, but none of us can ever see it. Alright, well, we got it off this whatever the hell. Worst part is I can't disconnect anything else. I can't disconnect the cart. I can't disconnect that. I don't think I can flip it because I don't think I can connect to it. Nope. Oh. Maybe. Whatever this is doing, it might actually be working. I think it might have forced it. We might have forced it over. Now, please, if I hook up, don't launch me. It's still stuck on whatever's stuck there. Okay, let's try this. See if I can turn myself and launch it out this way. There we go. Okay, can I make it to this field now peacefully and utterly solved? Alright. Which one did it say was done? This guy. Well, for starters, why did you change? No, that's not what I want. That. Why did you fucking plant it there? Incompetence again. I don't know what's wrong with my AI, but they're... incompetent morons. Alright, let's see if we can quasi do this field. And then we do soybeans and oats. We'll do the oats first, naturally. Don't care if I get the corner all the way or not, because chances are we'd probably finish it no problem. I think it is exactly what it is. I think there's trees in between, we just can't see them. Just like before when we were over on the other part, over by the biogas plant. The reason why I cut all that stuff down is because there was invisible trees I couldn't see. This is a huge field too. I'm willing to bet this one is actually quite expensive. I mean, field 36 was 1.4. I'm willing to bet field 15 or field 20. Yeah, 2.2. Can't afford that yet. Oh, we're still doing alright though. Man, look at the rocks in this field. That's what's making this tractor hop. It's also the one thing that damages my seeders so bad. See, I'm gonna have to turn right because there's invisible trees here. I can't do my loop-de-loop. But how much of this field have we already done with the first pass? 5%. 5% on just the way down. That's nuts. Like, that is nuts. Alright, I'm going to turn now. Oh, perfect. The distance doesn't actually change. That's the one thing about it. If you're this far away, be that far away in the corner. You'll be fine. 6% on one side. Okay. Not even that one will accept. How did he get off in that little span? Probably from these stupid rocks pushing us. It's important to get rid of all the rocks, especially when you look at top down like this. It's making the tractor just bounce all over. Some of them are pretty good size. So again, if you want to make the corner, now's the time. Just like that. Nice, clean, and easy. Sitter and cruise. 10% basically. I would imagine it's probably about 15% doing my first round. I'll do 2. And how is everyone progressing? He's doing alright. Hey, he's pretty close to where I said he would be. He's getting halfway through, but fertilize that is definitely better. I missed a bit on my own, but that's alright. There'll be some major fields that need fertilizing as well. 108 needs weeding. Hmm, 201,000. I think we made a more payment again on something. Yeah, we did. Biogas was only 12, 29 for income. Made another 1,000 there. Property income was 255. Ugh. I'm probably gonna have to log off pretty soon. I'm starting to feel it. But we'll do the seating session again. 13%. We're going to be actually more than 15% for this end of the field. I'll get around to the corner and I think we'll probably finish for the night. We'll probably be almost 20% by the time we get around. And now's the time. Doesn't seem like much, but I mean, your outside round is your longest distance. That part makes sense. I don't know if it would be 20% like this. No, it won't be 20%. Not quite 50. It'll be over 15 anyways. There's 15. That's like a big ass cart trailing behind. So 16%. The other one finished up at 24, and that guy's just about done. But yeah, I'm going to call it for the night. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And of course, I will say this again: if you're new here or been around for a while, just not subscribed, think about hitting that subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channels. And of course, you can do that on YouTube and the house scroll in the bottom right corner of YouTube. Some say he's thinking about seeding. What? We don't know. Smack him upside the head and knock some sense into him, would you? And of course, you can also go over to the Kick side and hit the follow and subscribe button over there as well. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, and thanks for watching.